Now, Labour correspondent Sharon Ejason talked to some workers in Lagos who say an increase in the minimum wage is needed.
The country has been on the edge after organized labor threatened to embark on strike if the tripartite committee fails to present 30,000 naira as national minimum wage to the federal government. But an agreement was reached and the industrial action suspended. In Lagos, regular vehicular movement began and workers seen trekking to their various offices. Some workers spoke on Labour's proposed figure of 30,000 naira as minimum wage, and if it is a living wage.
I'm collecting less than 40,000. To me, it's nothing to write off. But at the end, after the tax, union do everything. At the end, I feel like as if I'm not working. So I need more.
22,500. We cannot count anything about it. Even that 30,000 is just managing, just to start from somewhere. If we look at the situation of many countries in Africa, we can't compare it at all. But if government can fulfill the promise by paying another 30,000, we can still do little out of it.
30,000 is not enough compared to what people in the NAS, what they receive as allowance. 30,000 naira is not enough in the light of the present inflation trend that we have in Nigeria. It's not enough.
So what are your expectations?
Well, my expectation is that government should make available conducive atmosphere for people to operate. Many people do not depend on government for survival, but create conducive atmosphere, make light available, make power available for people to work.
The crew took time to visit the General Aviation Terminal in Ikeja. Flights went as planned. Travelers were also seen rushing to catch up their flights. An airport taxi driver appealed to the government and Labour to reach a compromise.
Many of us, we are on business. We are daily basis. If you don't go, your family, you left your family to go and look for a daily bread at the end of the day. If you don't go, there's nothing for them. You should know how it will feel. So what I'm advising the government and the Labour per se, they have to come to agreement and compromise so that they play a level ground.
According to the process required for a new national minimum wage to be enacted into law, the tripartite committee will present its reports to the president, and the executive will then send a draft bill to the National Assembly for passage into law. The federal legislature will then return the bill passed to the president for assent, after which it becomes a law. Then the minimum wage becomes implementable. Sharon Ejason, TVC News, Lagos.